Rock on with rock hard riffs. This is the Rock and Roll Guitar Channel. Well, hey there guys, this is Rock Hard Riffs, the Rock and Roll Guitar Channel for the self-taught. If you happen to be new to our channel, take a look in our playlists and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff like guitar instruction, how to play certain songs, original music, different things, a whole bunch of stuff in there, stuff for the very beginner, etc., etc. If that looks like something that you're looking for, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. Okay guys, in today's video we're going to revisit some stuff I picked up about a year ago. I had a Marshall JVM 410 Ce. It was a 2x12 combo amp, a Marshall amp with 4 different channels. Thing was crazy, did all kinds of stuff. It was 100 watts. Thing was heavy as heck. It was like a tank. It's like 90 pounds in a small box. So imagine like carrying like 2 or 3 car batteries in a small space. It was just unwieldy, to say the least. But a great amp, man. Killer sounds, but toting the thing around, real pain in the rear. And so I sold it, and I got some other stuff with the money that I got from that amp. One of them being this Guild F250 Ce. The CE meaning cutaway and electric. As you can see, we are plugged in. And I'll let you hear that in just a sec. Also with that, I picked up an EVH 5150 2x12 cabinet. And man, is that thing smoking. We'll see it in a second. And also the Marshall Origin 20. But let's talk about this guitar right now. It just sounds better as it gets older. It's about a year old, right? But it just seems to have... It's like wine or something. It's just getting better the older it is. Now let's listen to it electrified. Nice sound, yeah? And I have a little reverb on there too. But great guitar, really love this thing. It's a jumbo guitar, if you're not familiar with those. This thing is probably one of the best deals on a jumbo acoustic out there. Now this is made overseas, but you know, if that doesn't bother you, this is just killer guitar. Again, that's the Guild F250 Ce. As I mentioned before, I picked up this Marshall Origin 20. This is also made overseas, but I think this is made in Vietnam, pretty darn sure. Almost 100% on that. And the EVH 5150 2x12, this is made in Mexico. This is another smoking deal. I mean, now as far as that goes, you know, being made in a foreign country or whatever, these are just really, so far as I can tell, really well built. And this cabinet, the Celestians in this are just absolutely killer. Just great sounds. If you've listened to it, if you've been following our channel, you've heard it. And also to mention really quickly, I had also picked up this MXR equalizer, which is fantastic. The low end on this Marshall amp is not so great, and this thing just really gives you that kick you need in whatever tone you need. But boy, that thing really helps. Guys, I also picked up this K&M guitar stand. Now this you can use if you're standing or sitting. Of course, I obviously use it while I'm sitting because I have a really screwed up back, and this is just a gigantic help as far as my back goes. I don't have to bear any of the weight of the guitar, and it's a little different using a stand and not holding the guitar itself, but you know, I kind of still do hold the guitar a little bit the way I have the thing set up, so I'm holding on to it, and you know, I can feel the vibration of the guitar, all that stuff, which is awesome. Again, it takes, you know, as long as you see me doing this, it takes this long to put the thing on the stand. Just make sure you lock the thing in all the way, really tight. Don't strip it, of course, but really tight. And then it won't pop off because sometimes these things have a tendency to pop off. These rubber things can come off, and if you don't have that if you don't have these tight enough, they will pop off and the whole guitar will come off. So also, of course, you guys know that this is a newer, we got this summer of 2022. But listen to that amp. gorgeous amp, and of course, when we've got it on our overdrive, look out. Good decision last year by selling the amp and using that money to get this stuff. Again, that's the acoustic guitar, this Marshall amp head and cabinet, this EQ pedal, and this stand. Right? So I made some pretty wise decisions. I don't regret any of them. And of course that comes through just nothing but research. Now, you know, I'll read or watch the most negative and or the most positive, see what they have to say. Generally you throw them out because it's somebody that's being a little persnickety, and the answer is probably somewhere, or the truth is probably somewhere in the middle there. And that definitely proved to be the case with the stuff that I bought. There were people that were saying, as far as the Guild acoustic, I'm giving you an example of really a bad review that was bad itself, saying that you could not lower the action on it. It came with a really high action and it could not be lowered. Well, they were right in half of that. It did come with a high action. But the action was lowered without even a second look from the guys at Guitar Center, their guitar tech. He said, oh yeah, no problem, I'll just shave the bridge. And he did, and you've seen the result. Works perfectly, and for an acoustic guitar, it has a beautifully low action on it. So no complaints at all whatsoever. And they were very cool with me, Guitar Center. I had bought and taken back several things. They were very flexible about it. They were saying, if you don't like it, just bring it back and we'll get you something that you do like. And so that is what happened. So kudos to them. And again, I just couldn't be happier with the stuff that I picked up. And this guitar, this thing's a monster. You know, I call my Gibson SG a beast. This thing's a freaking monster. It is. It's just major rocker. Alright guys, well, we appreciate you watching. We really do. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you next video.